Welcome to the Supervisory or Managerial Skill Workshop. The word manager, leader, supervisor are often confusing. Many of times in many organizations, these words are used interchangeably for the same position or role. That increases the confusion even more. In this particular course, we shall be using the word in different ways. We have decided to believe that the supervisor, manager and leader are three different roles with three different set of responsibilities and hierarchies in the organization. So, in this course, we shall focus on the supervisor, whom we shall call as team leader or an entry level or a junior manager. A manager or leader are much senior role, and we shall keep those roles out of focus for this course of discussion. There are different ways to define the role of a manager or supervisor. The simplest way is a supervisor, often known as a manager, is someone who have one or more people reporting to them. But that's too simple definition. A better way is a supervisor is someone who have people reporting to them and he and she is responsible for them. Good enough? Not really. So, let's take a deep dive. As per the definition in Wikipedia, a supervisor is responsible for the productivity and actions of a small group of employees. The supervisor has several manager-like roles and responsibilities and powers. As a member of the management, a supervisor's main job is more concerned of orchestrating and controlling the work rather than performing it directly. So from here, we are getting an important point, delegation, which not in this particular section, but we will discuss it about in future sections. While there are different definitions about the team leader or supervisor, one thing is very clear. A team leader or an entry-level manager will have at least one person reporting to him or her. The next is, there are a set of responsibilities of the team leader. However, please note that there is no clear set of responsibilities of team leader defined in a particular place. So, in other words, there is no Bible for the responsibilities of a team leader or a junior manager, that he or she is expected to 1, 2, 3, 4, only these 4. Nothing like that. The responsibilities varies from organization to organization because in different organization, a person with the same role enjoy different level of power and responsibilities. In the course, in this particular section, we will focus or consider as a general role or a KRA, which is full form is key responsibility areas of a team leader or a supervisor. What are those? Few of them, very common roles we can say, is number 1, team building and managing. Because as a team leader, definitely we expect that person will have a team. Number 2 is delegation. Number 3, collaboration with the team. Number 4, communicate with the team. Now, since we are talking about team, let's understand the definition of a team. What is a team? Team is a group of people who come together to achieve a common goal. A group of people who perform independent tasks to work towards accomplishing a common mission or specific objective. So in other words, though the individual person have their own tasks or own jobs to do, but there will be a synergy. So if we converge all these things, it should be leading to a common goal or a particular goal or a bigger picture, big picture. One thing, many people mistakenly think that just a group of people forms a team. No. While to become a team, every individual must collaborate on a set of related tasks. Very important. Collaboration. Now, if we talk about the team leader's definition, a team leader is someone who provides guidance, instruction, direction, and leadership to a group of individuals for the purpose of achieving a key result or group of aligned tasks. The team leader monitors the quantitative and qualitative achievements of the team and they report the results to the manager. That is the next level in the hierarchy. There are 5 key roles we can think about of an effective team leader. What are those? Number 1, trust. Number 2, conflict management. Number 3, commitment. Number 4, accountability. Number 5, focus on result or the final outcome. Characteristics demonstrated by an effective team leader are ability to delegate, which is number 1. Number 2, verbal and non-verbal communication skills. Number 3, organizational skills. Number 4, integrity. Number 5, work ethics. We'll talk about all these things in future. May not be in this particular session, but definitely in future. Now, since we have talked about team, let's understand what do we mean by team building. So, what is team building? The primary objective of building a team is create synergy among the members and form a group of people, convert them into a team. So earlier there was a group of people, now because of synergy and some masala and spices and all these things, they will become a team. So group of people were the ingredients and team is a cooked food. This is for those who are foodies. So as a team, all the members will work towards a common goal and understanding, which is very important. Next point, while identifying the resources for your team, assuming here that you are the person who is selecting the people and getting them into your team. So you are forming the team, in other words. Please make sure that the people demonstrate few qualities. Number 1, they should have ability to work with other people. The person should not be a solo runner. An individual contributor, a person who is very strong individual contributor, mostly are not good team player. Number 2, a person has the required skill to perform the duties. Even if the person does not have the exact skill, he or she must have some related skill. Also along with that, remember one thing, while selecting the people, that person, that individual should be always open to learn new things, learn new skills, upgrade to new skills and all these things. Otherwise, tomorrow, if they need to work on a new technology, new skill or new area, at least 1 or 2 people in your team, you will find that they are not so comfortable with that. Next, point number 3. Check the communication style. As a team member, if the communication is too much cognitive, it will be very difficult for a person to work with others and they cannot be a good team player, a good team member. Again, remember one thing, a very highly cognitive person, it is difficult for them to be a part of the team. So if you have someone who is highly cognitive, think if there is any individual task or individual contributor role, you can engage that person into that role rather than as a key team member. Now, once you have formed the team, next important point is managing the team. Forming the team, honestly, I would say easy. Managing the team, even more difficult. So, what is managing the team or what is team management? Number 1, once we have the people identified and they have been onboarded, or you came as a late entrant of an existing team, whatever it might be, we will have the next challenge. That is, which is called as team management. Remember, here we are dealing with people and every individual is different from each other. So while interacting with them, interacting with the team members, it is essential to keep always in mind that every individual is different, every individual's way of behavior is different, liking, disliking is different. So you cannot put everyone into the same structure. So what all shall we expect while managing the team? If we say few points. Number one, organize team building activities to create the bonding among the people, especially when you have got a new team. That is, the team has been formed recently, right? Let them know each other. Now in this case, in the first meeting, let every team member introduce themselves. Introduction should not only be limited to the professional self, but the personal self also. That is, who all are there in the family, what that individual like, what he or she doesn't like, what is his or her hobby, and all these things. How does it help? This helps you to know, or not only you, I mean everyone in the team, help them to know each other better as an individual, not as a professional. Second point, different team members will have different opinion. Expect that. So difference of opinion is natural. Please allow team members to share their ideas. Number 3, expect that different members will give different ideas. Have an open discussion where all ideas will be discussed and then choose the best idea. As a team lead, you express your thought, but do not always enforce or emphasize on that particular thought. Always create an open environment where everyone should feel free to express their ideas, and then those ideas should be deliberated or should be discussed. It should not be, the idea should not come in a closed or sealed envelope kind of thing. And then after that they don't know what has happened to that idea. Number 4, conflict of opinion is natural, as I was mentioning earlier also. So if there is a conflict, speak to the individual on one-on-one. Understand the issue. Have an open mind and give an active listening to the person. Here again, the key word is active listening. Give an active listening to that individual. Now what is active listening? There is a different course, different program altogether. You may refer to that program later. If required to do the conflict management, or while doing the conflict management, call the other related person as well, separately, not together. Then hear him or her out as well. Hear both the sides of the coin, or see both the sides of the coin. Right? Don't decide based on only one side of the story, one version of the story. And then, if required again, have a joint meeting with both the aggrieved or those parties or those people who have different opinion and who has some conflict basically. Right? And to resolve the conflict. Number 5, again very important factor. Never ever criticize any team member in front of the group. If you need to scold someone or give a piece of your mind, whatsoever the reason might be, call him or her in a meeting room or a conference room and have a one-on-one discussion. Next point, point number 6. Again, very crucial point. While sharing any success, always use the term we. We have achieved it. It is because of our team effort. Always give the credit to the team. As a team lead, as a junior level manager, or even as a manager, senior manager, or even an organization leader, there is no scope of I. It is we. It's not that I have cracked the deal. I have signed the deal. I have got the contract. No, everything is we. We have got the contract. Something like that. Now, so far we have understood what is the team, how the team leaders work, or what is the key responsibilities of a team leader, how to form the team, how to manage the team, and all these things. In subsequent sections, we will gradually give a deep dive to each of those KRA of a team leader. But before going before closing this particular section or this particular module, I would like to emphasize on one particular point. This is regarding delegation. There is a myth about delegation that, not one, in fact, there are multiple myths about delegation. One of them is, once we are delegating the task, we are delegating the responsibilities also. That's a wrong idea. So the reality is, you can delegate the task, but you can never delegate the responsibilities. So when your senior asks for the report or the progress report, progress chart, whatever it might be, you cannot say that because this person has not done the job, that's why it has not been done. Sorry, that is absolutely not acceptable. So, as a team leader, as a manager, you always own the responsibilities. If someone has not performed his or her duties, one-on-one you can have a discussion with him or her. But you cannot pass that information to your senior level, to your management, saying that because of this person it has not been done. Because in that case, your senior will obviously ask a question. What were you doing? You are the team lead. You are the manager of this group. So, it's your responsibility to get the job done by your people. So, whether somebody has done it or not, I don't care about that. Right? If you have not been able to get the job done, it's your failure. Right? So, that's how it will appear. So, be very careful about it, and remember always, it's like a gospel truth, like a Bible statement, that jobs can be delegated, but the responsibilities cannot be delegated. Okay, so that's all for now. See you soon with the next chapter, next episode, with a new video. So till then, have a good day, have a nice day, and thank you for watching. Thanks for your time. Thank you.